So if we look at the definition, say that program of ordered sequences of learning experience related to intended objectives. So the only key thing here is that it's a program of ordered sequences, meaning that what you just said, like the whole curriculum for a bachelor degree program is a curriculum. But also, what else is a ordered sequences of learning experience? A book, right? Anything that have like an order, an order learning sequence. If you look at like the syllabus of a book, right? You can say that, okay, they want you to learn this chapter before this chapter, so it's order. So you can say that a book is some sort of curriculum, right? So if we say that, it means that anything from a book to a curriculum for a bachelor degree or PhD degree, right? Anything between that is considered part of the curriculum, right? And you mentioned that stakeholders are part of the curriculum, which means that it's not just the paper, right? It's also the students. Anything that touched by the curriculum, my point is anything that is being touched by the curriculum can be evaluated. If you look at the Harvard study, right, they evaluate their students, right? And students alone, you can evaluate so many perspectives about the students. You can evaluate their satisfaction. You can evaluate their behaviors in class, right? So all of those things fall under curriculum evaluation because it is covered by the curriculum, right? It is something that curriculum designed for them to do. And then if you do curriculum evaluation, it means that you evaluate if it serves that goal that the curriculum intended for them to do, right? The thing is, the reason that we need to do curriculum evaluation is that curriculum changes all the time, which means not change. Curriculum is dynamic, meaning that it is fluid. It shifts once you use it. For example, day one, I designed a curriculum for a bachelor degree program in medicine, let's say, right? I decided in paper, and then I give it to the faculty. The faculty let the teachers carry it out, meaning that the teacher is going to be the one who implementing that curriculum. But there's no way that those teachers going to be able to execute 100% of what I have written, right? Which means that if we record what those teachers are doing, you get a totally new curriculum, right? Because they are doing somewhat different things based on what they have been given to, right? So that's what I mean by the term curriculum is fluid, right? Curriculum change, curriculum is dynamic, and you have to keep on catching it, keep on studying it so that you know the current status of the curriculum, right? And that is the bottom line why we need to do curriculum evaluation, because it changes all the time. You cannot say that, okay, I designed this curriculum on day one and you say it should reach these objectives, right? There's no way to be sure that you're still reaching objective 4, right? You use it for 1 year, you might not be able to reach any of the objectives, right? The curriculum say that students should have this kind of behaviors and culture, right? How can you know when it's being carried out by a lot of stakeholders, right? Faculty members, staff, teachers, right? How can you be sure, right? That's a big question. How can you know that the curriculum is carrying out what you intended for them to do? Okay, but it doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing, right? It might be better than what you have already just designed, right? The teachers can adapt to the new technology, adapt to the new trend, and therefore they make it better by themselves. That's going to be a good thing, you know?